water would actually leak from the upstairs bathroom into the kitchen, and it happened to be right over the stove. So there were times you'd cook and you'd have to throw it out because something would drip from upstairs into the, right into the oven. It creates a big strain in a marriage when you're a newlywed living in your first house together and you have a brand new daughter, and when there's arguments about, this is broken, and well, now this is broken, well, now this is broke. You got to try and prioritize what needs to be fixed, what we can do on our own, what we can't do on our own, what do we have money for.
And this project that was in Blairsville for Cory Howard was a huge step forward for us, because not only did he need help with the inside of the house, and major help was required inside the house, but also outside the house. We're talking, he needed new windows, needed new doors, a brand new kitchen. The walls were falling apart, the plumbing was falling apart. Renovating Hope was there to help, and we were there right behind them to provide any assistance that they needed.
Everyone I had encountered just had great things to say about him. And he's the kind of guy who never asks for anything for himself. And the heart of my job is that Marines help Marines. And for this project to be able to go on and to completely renovate his house is something that it couldn't happen to a better guy.
We knew very, very early on that he wanted to be a Marine. There was no doubt. 7 weeks into his second deployment, we got a phone call on Friday the 25th of May, and it's a day that I will never forget, ever.
Their convoy ran over an IED. It exploded, there's oil all over him. He suffered third-degree burns. He was able to get out on his own, luckily. But once he was on top, of course, there was an ambush going on. He fell back into the vehicle.
I broke my right foot. I had oil covered all over me. I couldn't get out. I was slipping. Eventually, we were able to get out.
Luckily, somebody was able to pull him out. And at that time, he didn't know if he was going to make it. They pulled him out. He went through multiple surgeries in country. Went through multiple surgeries in Lonsdale, and went through multiple surgeries down in San Antonio in the burn unit at Brooke Army Medical Center.
We went into the burn unit, and that is probably one of the most difficult things I've ever done as a mom.
He did what he was asked. Like every soldier, airman, Marine, and Coast Guardsman, they do what they're asked. They go out there, they do the mission. And this is just one way, one small way. America says, thank you for your service.
I didn't understand how bad the situation was. He was kind of just downplaying it because I think it was personally embarrassing for him to have to ask for assistance.
Veterans Administration doesn't have a program to do this. DOD doesn't have a program to do this. So we fill those gaps and help the families to have a better place to live.
Everything's just brand new, it's safe. When you turn on the microwave, the clock doesn't short out, or the lights don't flicker on you anymore. So it's really nice to be able to cook in a kitchen that doesn't have an opportunity of falling apart on me. Pinos Construction just did absolutely amazing. It was 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday, and I asked them if they could help me finish the trim, and without even thinking about it, they stayed 2 extra hours and helped me finish the trim when they could have gone home. So that's the kind of people they are.
As always, we see the change in the family structure, the family's demeanor, the relationships between their friends and family, and it's all because of the home.
I could hear it, in his voice from when I talked to him before, the stress that was going on, and just being concerned about how he was going to just keep things clean and safe for his daughter. And now to see him, it's like a weight's been lifted off his shoulders, and it's a game changer. It's really changed their lives, and I think it's something he feels he can be proud of, which is great.